The Bible tells the story of a disobedient prophet named Jonah. God commanded Jonah to go east and call the wicked Gentile city of Nineveh to repentance. But Jonah had no mercy in his heart for them. So Jonah headed west on a boat in the opposite direction. While Jonah lay asleep inside the boat, God brought a great storm upon the sea in judgment. Fearing they might perish, the captain of the ship awakened Jonah to ask him to pray. Jonah arose at once and commanded the men to throw him overboard. He knew the symbolic death of God's prophet would cause the wrath of God to cease. When Jonah fell into the deadly waters, God miraculously stopped the storm. Immediately, the sea was calm, and the sailors gave thanks to God. Far below, God prepared a great fish and sent it to swallow Jonah. Jonah spent 3 days in the belly of the fish, but after 3 days, the fish spat Jonah out and delivered him safely onto dry land. In the end, Jonah preached the gospel of repentance to the Gentiles of Nineveh after all. In spite of his reluctant ministry, many sailors from the west and Ninevites from the east came to worship the one true God. Does the story of Jonah point us to a greater prophet? Like Jonah, Jesus was called to bring salvation to the Gentiles. But unlike Jonah, Jesus was an obedient prophet who had a heart of mercy for sinners like you and me. In fact, Jesus excelled Jonah in all things. One day, while Jesus was sleeping in a boat like Jonah, God brought a great storm upon the sea. Fearing they might perish, the disciples awakened Jesus. But when Jesus arose, he stopped the storm himself. For while Jesus was fully human, he was also Jonah's God. Later, like Jonah, Jesus commanded the religious leaders in the temple to destroy his body. At the death of God's obedient prophet, the wrath of God against his people ceased forever. Like Jonah, Jesus was swallowed up in death and spent 3 days in the belly of the earth. But death could not hold Jesus, and after 3 days, like Jonah, Jesus was delivered up from the grave. In the end, Jesus' gospel went forth freely to all the Gentile nations. And now, thanks to Jesus' abundant love for us, many will come from east and west to sit at table in the heavenly kingdom of the one true God.